Hi everyone, this is Katie Erickson and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about my passion, something that keeps me going, and that's traveling. I partner with an amazing company called EF Ultimate Break. This company provides traveling for ages 18 through 29 all over the world. You can literally go practically anywhere. It's incredible. I can't wait to tell you all about it in the next few minutes. With EF Ultimate Break, you don't travel alone, you travel with a group. After you have selected what trip you would like to go on, EF Ultimate Break creates a Facebook group with people going on your trip that you can join. That allows you to connect with people on your trip. But yes, this is a group travel and you can go with friends, you know, you don't have to just go solo, but a lot of people do. And you meet so many amazing friends and create so many memories. Even in future trips, you and that friend that you've met on another trip could go on another trip together in the future. So you can just be lifelong travel buddies. With COVID-19 happening as a pandemic throughout the world, EF Ultimate Break values safety to the highest priorities among all the travelers. What are all the costs for going on a trip? Well, once you have selected a trip, you pay $150 as your down payment to lock in your spot. Then you get to create a payment plan, bi-weekly or monthly, that they deduct from your account. What makes EF Ultimate Break so affordable is that you can pay it off over a span of months. If you book in a few months, you can pay it off over that. Your price might just be a little higher. Or if you book over a year or so, your payments will be smaller but over a greater amount of time. So Katie, what does EF Ultimate Break do for me? Well, EF Ultimate Break plans your flight. You get to select which airport you fly in and out of, and then they do all the arrangements themselves. You just have to show up at the airport and then hop on the flight. Then EF Ultimate Break provides the best tour guides to aid you in any questions you have, any extra fun activities you would like to do, and just general knowledge. Another cool factor of EF Ultimate Break is that if you don't want your trip to be over yet, for instance, if you're in Athens, Greece and you want to go to Santorini, you can actually book to extend your trip. So when you check out for your trip, you can say, I would like to extend my trip, and you can select the date. And then after the EF Ultimate Break trip ends, you can go on your trip and then they will fly you home from that returning flight. Some costs you need to keep in mind when preparing to pay for an EF Ultimate Break trip are the food you will be eating, the extra excursions not included in the trip that you would like to go to, and cute clothes and cameras for pictures and all that cute jazz. Some extra costs to keep in mind when planning a trip through EF Ultimate Break is planning for meals. Having a budget and money set aside for your meals would be very important. EF only covers a few meals, so really meals will be on your own. As well, EF offers excursions that you can select as part of your trip. Now, they say to book it ahead when you're checking out your trip so that you save extra money because the slots fill up quickly and they want to know how many people are going. Now, if you wanted to do an extra thing with just a group of friends when you're on your trip, then that would be an extra cost on your own. What's a trip without pictures? So you're going to want cute outfits for photo opportunities and maybe invest in a nice camera. EF Ultimate Break also provides traveler's insurance, which I would recommend to purchase along with your trip. This is an extra cost. You can refuse to purchase it or you can purchase it. It's all up to you. Traveler's insurance is important in case there's a family emergency at home, possibly a job loss, or any other reason, or if your baggage is lost. That's included in the package of traveler's insurance. I want to tell you guys a little bit about the website. Now, when you venture onto their website, you will see all the trips they offer, and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. You're going to see a lot of pictures of the trip, you're going to see other travelers' pictures, you're going to see what kind of trip it is, if it's a tropical vacation, hiking in the mountains, in the tundra, on the beach. You're going to know, and you're going to know the pace of it, if it's pretty fast-paced or pretty laid back. One thing that I absolutely love from EF Ultimate Break is that it includes a full itinerary. It includes every little thing you're going to be doing, so there's no surprises and you know what you're paying for. As I mentioned before, EF Break offers excursions, and these are just extra little fun things that you can do while you're in your country you are going to. For example, if you're going to London, the London Eye Cruise. If you're going to Italy, a wine tasting. If you're going to Greece, going sailing or going along the coastline. So these are opportunities that you would probably want to book in your trip, and that's an included price within the total cost of your trip. The excursions are optional, but I would recommend doing some of them, maybe not all of them if some don't look interesting to you. However, a lot of your peers on the trip will probably be doing these excursions, so I would keep that in mind when booking, but it is totally optional for you to decide. When booking the excursion, it's important to book while you're booking for your trip. Now, it's important because you want to make sure you get a spot. They have, I think, a few cheaper prices if you book earlier than if you wait for while you're in that country. As well, the company knows how to plan for how many people are going. Next, as you journey down the page, you will find reviews, and the reviews are great. I looked through a bunch, and they just tell about the trip, they tell about a little bit probably what you do, their experience, and just if they recommend it or not. So I would check that out. One of the really cool features of EF Ultimate Break, on their website, within each trip you click into, you will see a map. And this map lays out from the airplane when it enters in to everywhere you're going to where it enters out. So basically where you fly into and where you fly out of. I think this is great. Now, I love this feature because it shows you everywhere you're going in every little city, so you know what to expect and you also know what you're paying for. On the left side, you will see the prices for every trip depending on the month and depending on also the time of year. Now, usually during the touristy seasons, May through August, the prices will be a little higher. It's important to keep in mind when booking that each trip does not have a flat rate. It varies depending on the time of month, the dry season, rainy season, the tourist season, and how long your trip is and everywhere you'll be going. It is very cool to go on this site and to look at all the different prices and compare, and you will find something that will fit your budget. The cost of the trip will consist of the base price for the trip. Now remember, these vary depending on the time of year, depending on how many people want to go, if it's a tourist season, so just keep that in mind. As well, it will also depend on if you select the traveler's insurance. It also depends on any other excursions you add when you're checking out before you start your trip. As well, you have the option to pick a room with someone you're going with, so that's an extra cost on top of the whole package. As well, it depends on which airport you fly out of. Now, if you pick a major hub to fly out of, the cost of that will be different versus if you have to go from Phoenix to Los Angeles and then fly out from there. That will also impact your total amount during checkout. Now, these are some of the main costs of the trip when you're checking out on their website. Now you could be saying, hey Katie, I know the costs, but where can I actually go? I'm going to tell you that. I have my laptop in front of me and I'm just going to read off the list of the trips that you can see on the website. I'm sorry in advance if I don't pronounce a few of these correctly. So you can go to Canadian Rockies, Banff to Vancouver, Bali, Tropical Escape, U.S. National Parks, California to the Grand Canyon, Spanish Road Trip, Hawaii, Big Island Adventure, Rome, the Amalfi Coast in Greece, India, the Golden Triangle, Ultimate Earth, Ultimate Europe, Grand Tour of Europe, Highlights of Europe, Thailand Island Paradise, Australia and New Zealand Adventure, European Road Trip, England, Scotland and Ireland, Ultimate Greek Islands, Spain, Morocco and Portugal, Highlights of Eastern Europe, Italy, France and Spain, Ultimate Italy, Highlights of Japan, Italy and the Greek Islands, Patagonia Trek, Chile and Argentina, Grand Tour of Turkey, Croatia, Split to Split, Budapest to Bucharest, Castles in the Medieval Europe, Hike Europe, the Alps, Israel and Jordan, Deserts in the Dead Sea, New Year's in Thailand, Thailand Adventure, Active Ireland, Highlights of Australia, Germany, Italy and Switzerland, Grand Tour of Ireland, the Greek Islands, Costa Rica Adventure, London, Paris Escape, Thailand Getaway, Greece Getaway, Athens to the Islands, Barcelona, Paris and London, Egypt Expedition, Belize, Rainforest Reefs and Ruins, Ibiza, Barcelona and Valencia, Egypt, Cruise the Nile, London, Scotland Escape, Japan, Tokyo and beyond, Rome, Paris and London, Venice, Florence and Rome, Caribbean Adventure, Dominican Republic, Amsterdam, Paris and London, Budapest, Vienna and Prague, Highlights of Morocco, Colombia, Bogota to Cartagena, Christmas markets, Germany, Italy and Switzerland, Kenya, African Safari, Ecuador and the Galapagos, St. Paddy's Day in Ireland, Christmas markets, Budapest, Vienna and Prague, Alaska, Northern Adventure, Christmas markets, Venice, Florence and Rome, La Tomatina Festival in Spain, Oktoberfest in Germany, and Iceland Escape. I want you guys to keep in mind that some of these trips offer Ultimate Plus. Now, Ultimate Plus just means that there's a little bit nicer accommodations where you'll be staying versus a regular trip. So keep that in mind when checking out, because that also influences your costs of the trip. I hope when going over all those trips that you find something you would like and that meets your interests and that you can book soon. And don't worry, you don't have to book for 2021, you can book for 2022. I've had amazing chances to travel with my family, but as we grow older and as our schedules are busier, when will we have the chance to travel as a family again? So that's why EF Ultimate Break is so amazing, because you can travel solo or with friends. Like, you don't have to just go alone, which is one of my fears. If you've always wanted to see the world, this is your time and this is the chance through EF Ultimate Break. Now, as much as we do want to travel with friends and family, we don't know really if we can due to each other's busy schedules and just what's happening in the world. And EF Ultimate Break's priority is to travel safely, especially during COVID-19 pandemic all around the world. I want to make a note that's not a very good time to travel during the pandemic, but hopefully with EF Ultimate Break you'll be able to go on the trip of a lifetime, prioritizing your safety and the safety of others and your personal health. EF Ultimate Break is your chance to travel, and you can travel alone or with friends. Either way, it's going to be a blast. You're going to create so many memories, and you can get $100 off your first trip with my code UAKDE100. Please take advantage of free money. It's $100 off. They also have many sales going on, usually during Thanksgiving time with Black Friday. That was about like a 2-week sale. It was great. They have one during Christmas. I'm sure as the weather gets warmer, they're going to offer more deals to travel. And once we know more about countries opening up their borders, then they're going to just definitely promote all the traveling as possible. If you would like to, I'd love if you would follow me on social media. I'll post it right here as well as in the bio below, and there's some links on top that can lead you to my social media as well as other platforms. And I will also post a link to EF Ultimate Break, but keep in mind the $100 off with my code UAKDE100. And this is free money for you, and I hope you take advantage of it. Just like you, I can't wait to get my passport out and start traveling when it's safe again. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions or concerns or comments about any of the locations. I'd be happy to help you as well. I want to know which trips you're interested in and which ones you're going to sign up for in the near future. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified of my future videos. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!